Hey everybody, it's Dave at Holiday for Two, and right now I'm just started working on a new series called California RV Adventures. 2 years ago, my wife and I took a 2 week trip through California, and we started off in San Diego and worked our way up the coast and finally ended our trip at Lake Tahoe and Yosemite, and we had a wonderful time. And so I'm going to break it into 5 parts and show you some of the highlights, places we stayed, things we did, and hope to give you some tips of things to maybe avoid along the way. So let's get started with our first one, Silver Strand State Beach in San Diego, California.
So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two.
Is how to get to San Diego and how to get to Imperial Beach. Now, we come from Phoenix, so when we leave Phoenix, I've got a time just about right where I can leave Phoenix at 6 in the morning and have time to get into San Diego, get groceries, get supplies, whatever I need, gas, and then get to Imperial Beach. Oh, right around time to check in at Silver Strand. There's Imperial Beach. Now, Silver Strand is just up from Imperial Beach. The best way to get there is to get off at Palm Avenue, right here at Palm Avenue, and then go on the 75 and then curve around here. You're going to go by the naval base here. There's a naval station here, and then you're going to go by Coronado Park, and the entrance to Silver Strand will be off to your left. All right, so that's how to get to Silver Strand. Now, if you're coming from the west, this is the way I come in. I strongly advise you to get gas before you cross over the border from Arizona into California. And I'll tell you why. Gas in Arizona, you will find, is about 50 to 60 cents cheaper than when you get into California. So I like to fill my tank up on the Arizona side of the border. And I have a big enough tank that I can make it from Yuma all the way to San Diego and back to Yuma if I needed to without getting gas. But there are some places that you can get reasonable, if not cheap gas, but at least reasonable. And there is one station that is on the Interstate 8 down here by an Indian casino. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is, Golden Acorn Casino. Now this place right here has a gas station. Let me go to satellite mode for a second. There. This has a gas station, and you can also dry camp here and boondock here overnight. And I like to do this on the way back from San Diego. I stay there at Silver Strand until about checkout time, which is noon. And then we come from San Diego to the Golden Acorn Casino, and we can park in their parking lot, usually on this side. Go in, and they have a prime rib dinner for $7.77. You have to get a card, though, from Golden Acorn. You can get the prime rib dinner for $7.77. That's quite a deal. And then you could top off your tank here or add a little gas. I don't always top off, but I usually get about 5-10 gallons, just enough to get me back to Phoenix. So that's the Golden Acorn Casino. And if you're coming to San Diego from north, then you're going to probably come down Interstate 5 or 15 from Los Angeles. In that case, what I suggest is getting you an app on your phone called Gas Buddy, and look ahead for gas stations where you can get the best prices in gas. In California right now is very high, so I would strongly recommend getting Gas Buddy, or use your Costco or Sam's Club card. You'll get your best gas prices through them. All right, let's continue. Another casino that we stop at sometimes is called the Viejas Casino, which is in Alpine, California. And Alpine is about 60 miles east of San Diego, and the Golden Acorn is about 75 miles. But both of them are great places to stop and rest overnight before you head back into Phoenix the next day. And also remember that prime rib dinner for $7.77 at the Golden Acorn. Both of these places have free overnight camping for guests. When you get to Silver Strand, check-in time is 2 p.m. And we usually try to get there a little bit early, do our grocery shopping before we get to the beach. And when you pull in, if you get there a little bit early, you will probably have to pay parking, which is about $15. So that's why I try to get there right around 2 o'clock in the afternoon in check-in time. But if you do get there early, they will let you park for a fee. and you can enjoy the beach. Now in the summertime, when it's 110 degrees in Phoenix, it's usually it's usually about 75 to 80 degrees in San Diego. Beautiful weather. When you pull in for check-in, go to the host, and they will get you all set up with your information, your card for your mirror and everything. Now notice as you get to the campsites are close together. That is one, I guess you might say, con or one negative thing about Silver Strand. But there are so many positives, and I'll get into those. So just be prepared to kind of wiggle and waggle your way in, and as you can see, it's like a Lego puzzle there. It's kind of like one of those, what do they call them, Jenga games. But everybody gets in and gets situated and get your camp set up. And then the first thing we usually do after we get everything set up in our campsite and get everything, all the tables and chairs put out, is we usually take our umbrellas and our beach chairs out and set them up. Because my wife usually likes to go out the next morning and have her cup of coffee on her chair under her umbrella. And there we're kind of getting everything set up. Got our chairs, our carpet out, barbecues, and all those necessary things. And so you're all ready. I usually spend 5 days or up to a week at the beach. And of course, every morning it's just nice to walk out right out of your front door and go to the beach with your cup of coffee and enjoy the sounds of the surf. There's nothing else quite like it. It's one of the few campsites in California where you can camp on the beach without camping on the beach. There are some places up north where you can actually camp on the sand, and I'll show you those in other videos. And of course, we always have our little animal visitors who come. My wife just loves the ducks, and this particular duck here came by one afternoon, and well, he was just having a great old time.
Okay, last piece.
In the morning, it's fun to get up and go for walks on the beach. Now, in the time of year when we usually go, this particular video was shot in June, and sometimes you get June gloom in the morning. And there's, of course, the seashells my wife likes to collect. June gloom is where it's kind of cloudy in the morning, and then around noon, the fog and the clouds will burn off, and you'll have sunshine. It's fun to just ride your bike around. There's lots of places to ride your bike around and trails on the inland. There's lots of inland trails. In fact, there's a bike trail that goes around the whole bay. If you're willing to do that, I think it's like a 25-mile ride. It goes all around San Diego Bay. We've taken our electric bikes there and had a great time with those. Going up and down Silver Strand, all the way up to Coronado, and then all the way into Imperial Beach. It was even nice one afternoon, my brother-in-law was able to get us a ride on a sailboat. And took us by some of the naval ships over there. Beautiful weather. You can always count on there being beautiful weather in San Diego. Very rarely does it ever even get into the 80s. There will be those occasions when it's maybe 85, but you can count on when it's 85 in San Diego, it's probably 115 in Phoenix. So 85 feels great to us. We like to take those days when we have nothing else to do, we'll take a trip in, and maybe like we did here, we went to the USS Midway and walked around on the aircraft carrier. It's very, very interesting. Lots of things to see. Plan on spending about 3 to 4 hours at least if you go see the Midway and have lunch there. They have a little restaurant. And at the end of the day, if you've been to the beach or you've been inland, it's always nice to come home to the sunsets. Silver Strand is famous for its sunsets, I have to say. Just sitting on the beach, putting your chair down in the sand, making yourself a cocktail, and watching the day close on a beautiful sunset. I'll put some more tips on this video for you, how to find other things around here and places to go. Please hit like and subscribe, and I will be continuing to put more videos out for you. Oh, what a beautiful sunset. Again, watch to the end of this. There's more coming. If you ever get a chance to go there, you will definitely enjoy your stay. A couple of things that you would probably like to know about. If you want to visit someplace during the daytime, there's always the Midway, which was up in downtown San Diego. right around there's the Midway Museum. But there's other things to see and do as well. You can go to the Living Coast Discovery Center. There's also the San Diego Zoo, which is right up here just north of downtown. And that's just a couple of things. If you really have a lot of time and a couple extra days to spare, you could take a trip up here to Mission Beach, see SeaWorld, San Diego. Plan on spending a whole day at each of these places because SeaWorld has a lot to do and a lot of events during the daytime. And of course, there's other things in Mission Bay as well to see and do. So those are just a few of the day trips you could plan. But hey, if you're at the beach, do you really want to spend all your time going to the zoo? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you need to go shopping. There's a Costco in town right here, not too far from Silver Strand. Costco, you can also get gas. There's a Target shopping center right here. If you just need a few things like groceries, there's a Walmart right here. There's the Walmart. Right off the freeway, if you get off the freeway and turn up Saturn Boulevard, you can turn into Walmart. Let me show you the satellite mode. And this Walmart does not allow overnight camping or parking. No boondocking there. They don't have a lot of room in the parking lot for people to come in and boondock. So just kind of heads up on that. There is some gas here at a gas station right here on the corner that sometimes is a little cheaper. Let me click on it and see what it says. Look at the going price right now for regular, $4.56. If you remember just a minute ago, I showed you the Golden Acorn Casino, and I believe it was like $4.09. So that's about 50 cents cheaper. So I always try to get gas before I get into town, because if you get into town and you say, oh, I need gas, you're going to pay a premium. And if you need 10 or 15 gallons at 50 cents a gallon, well, that's money that could be in your pocket, right? So try not to get gas in there unless you absolutely have to. If you have a vehicle that travels around town, if you're going to do some traveling in your vehicle, in that case, you're going to need to get gas. So that's understandable, but not in your motorhome, not in the motorhome. Like I said, there's lots of things to do. You can come down to Imperial Beach during the daytime and walk around on Imperial Beach Pier. That's always a fun day. There's a couple of little restaurants in here to visit. There's some seafood places along Seacoast Drive. Oh my goodness. I mean, there's just so many things to do. You can spend a whole week here and not see everything. So, how to book Silver Strand Beach. Let's see if I can find that for you real quick. You want to go to parkscalifornia.government. Let me click on that for you. And you'll probably want to set up an account and look for where you can do some campground reservations. There you go, right there. And online reservations. Clicked in the wrong spot. I'm trying to think of some other quick tips for you. Get your groceries before you go to the beach. Like I said, at the Walmart, we usually do that. Check-in time is 2 p.m. Check-out time is noon. And I've found that if I wait right until noon and then check out and go hang out here on the parking lot for a little bit of time, and then probably about 2 or 2:30 or 3 o'clock, that's when I start heading up the hill back to the Golden Acorn or the Viejas Casino right up in here in Alpine. And I like to do that because I don't want to get back to Phoenix while it's still hot. I want to enjoy the cool air for as long as possible. And again, don't forget, $7.77 prime rib at the Golden Acorn. You can tell I like the prime rib a bit. All right, so I hope you have a good time. Good talking to you. Take care. Have a good trip. Bye.